Hi, everybody. Welcome again to Ivy English. I'm Bruce.
I'm Angela.
I'm Wesley.
And we three are going to annoy you some more today. We have a great article called Decades of Nintendo and Mario.
Yay!
好，我们的中文标题是永远打不完的超级玛利欧兄弟。
Now, if you don't know Nintendo and Mario, you must be as old as I am. So most of you do recognize these words, but you might learn something from today's article.
那这个名字大家听起来都很熟。好，不过从今天文章里面呢，各位可以了解到一些他们的历史。
Nintendo has been entertaining people with their video games and game consoles for decades. Today, kids are happy to get their hands on the Nintendo Switch, which was released in 2017. If you don't have this newest system, perhaps you are playing on a Wii. Launched in 2006, this is Nintendo's best-selling home console. Before the Wii, that honor was held by the original Nintendo Entertainment System, or the NES, which was released in Japan in 1983. This record-breaking console came with the now iconic game Super Mario Bros. Released in September 1985, Super Mario Bros. Was a successor to the arcade game Mario Bros. The sequel expanded the world of Mario and his brother Luigi. Super Mario Bros. Is set in the Mushroom Kingdom, which King Bowser Koopa and his tribe of turtles have seized. They not only magically turn the subjects into inanimate objects, but also kidnapped Princess Peach Toadstool, who is the only one capable of reversing the king's evil curse. Provided with this backstory, users worked their way through 32 levels set in various environments in order to save the princess and restore the Mushroom Kingdom to a state of peace and tranquility. Even now, more than 35 years after the debut of Super Mario Bros., it is recognized as one of the best video games of all time. Its phenomenal success at the time of its release helped restart the North American video game market and made Nintendo the renowned global video game company that it is today. After 1985, Super Mario Bros. Was re-released countless times on Nintendo's evolving consoles and inspired numerous sequels. Though the graphics, controllers, and stories have changed, fans are always up for joining Mario on his newest mission.
So I'm going to reveal my age here, but...
25?
Yeah, kind of. So this was... my first experience with Mario Brothers was actually as an arcade game. I went to the video game arcade, as you do. Like, we just went there, and I had one quarter with me because quarters were a pretty precious resource to a kid. And I was like, I'm going to play a video game. So I picked this one, and I played it, and of course I lost because nobody knows how to play a video game on the first time.
Not the first time.
And my quarter disappeared, and I was
so
done.
So did your interest in the game.
Well, yeah, I was like, why would you waste all your money on this? Like, it costs so... I realized the learning curve was very steep, and I didn't have that many quarters, and I immediately lost interest in video games. And so here we are.
You were lucky.
Huh. Which is not to say that I don't have my obsessive interests, but gaming is not something I've ever gotten into.
No,
however, because everyone talks about it on the internet all the time, I'm actually really conversant with what the plots and everything are.
好，所以呢，这个 Angela 老师讲说，他第一次碰到这个 Super Mario 的在哪里呢？是在那个一个电动游戏场里面。哈，这个东西可能现在比较年轻一点的听众可能比较不知道哈。其实以前像电动游戏一开始出来的时候呢，大家在家里面是没办法玩的哈。你要到那个电动游戏场里面去啊，那就是有一个空间里面放了很多机台哈，这个 你可以去里面玩啊。那当然你需要丢这个丢铜板啊。那这个 Angela 老师小时候去的时候呢，看到这个 Super Mario 哈，那但是他这个手上的铜板非常非常的珍贵哈，但是一玩马上2-3下就没了哈，因为没去过的没有玩过的人呢，一下子哈就会挂了哈。所以呢，有人讲这个玩电动游戏啊，像那个时候在机台，好，这个就是街机的这种游戏机呢，你要缴一批学费，你才可能学会怎么玩这东西。
Yeah, I mean, my cousins, they actually got to have the console, one of the first gaming consoles.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
The Atari, I think 2600 or whatever. And so when we went to our cousin's house, we were like, wow, I got really good at the airplane game, and I got really good at the game where you broke bricks with a tennis ball. And I loved those games so much. But games with narratives, I never really got into them.
Yeah, 好，所以这个电动游戏啊，这个刚刚 Angela 讲说他后来有一个 cousin 哈，家里面有一个游戏机台，大家都跑去他们家玩哈，所以玩得很高兴。
Yeah.
I was on our honeymoon in Hawaii at the airport when I saw my first video screen. Pong? Is that what you were describing?
That's the breaking bricks with the tennis ball one.
What was
no, Pong is this is the first paddle game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to play it with somebody else.
Well, I didn't play it, but I saw that and something just
broke in your brain. No.
Yeah, pretty much.
Really?
It was like, wow, this is the beginning. This is only the beginning of something that
very big.
And it happened.
Yeah.
哇哦，好，所以这个 Bruce 老师呢，他说他这个时候在度蜜月哈，在这个夏威夷的机场啊，看到了一个他第一次看到一个荧幕哈，是电动玩具的荧幕。好，那个游戏大概叫 Pong 哈。
I think that's the name.
I don't know what it is 哈，不过 anyway 就是
Pong, P-O-N-G, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
好 like ping pong.
Yeah, exactly like ping pong.
可能有点像，他那个游戏看起来好像也有点像这个乒乓的游戏哈。总之呢，那个wow, that must be hundreds of years ago.
It feels like it, yeah, but it's not.
不过至少那是上个世纪的事情了，对啊，那个是上个世纪的事情了。
We're talking about the 80s, more or less.
That was the 1972
something. Okay.
No, 1975.
Pong came out in freaking 1975.
哇哦，好，所以 Bruce 老师说他记得那个是1975年的时候的事情。
I love that he's using his wedding day to remember this.
Mnemonics.
Yes.
Okay, let's get busy with the article.
So, Nintendo has been entertaining people with their video games and game consoles for hundreds of years. I mean, for decades.
好，所以呢，任天堂呢 has been entertaining people 啊，娱乐人们 with 用什么来娱乐人们呢？用他们的 video games 啊，他们 video games 就是他们的这个电玩游戏，还有他们的 game consoles 啊 ，consoles 就是那个操纵台，那 game consoles 就是游戏机台啊，那他们这样子呢，已经 for decades 已经有数十年了。
Today, what's this year, 2021? Today, kids are happy to get their hands on. That simply means to have or be able to do something right now. On the Nintendo Switch, notice the capital letters here, so it's a product name, which was released 4 years ago in 2017.
好，那今天呢 ，kids 小孩子们 are happy to 他们会很高兴能够 get their hands on 或者是 lay their hands on L-A-Y 哈，意思差不多，它的意思就是 to get possession of 啊 to have to acquire 或者是 obtain 啊，所以他们都很高兴能够拿到，能够有一个啊这个 the Nintendo Switch 啊，那 which 就是指这个游戏呢或这个机台呢 was released。就是发行或者上市啊，在2017年。
If you don't have this newest system, perhaps you are playing on a Wii. I like the idea that if you're not on a Nintendo, then you're on a Wii.
Well, what else could there be?
You're a poet.
所以这个很有趣哈，这个地方就是他说，如果哈你没有这个最新的这个系统啊，就是指这个 The Nintendo Switch， 那么也许你在玩啊 Wii。那其实都是他感觉这个很有趣的地方，就是你要么就是玩这个任天堂，要么就是玩 Wii 啊，所以换句话说，这两个大概是最红最大的东西啊。
Launched in 2006, this means the Wii, is Nintendo's best-selling home console. A console is a an arrangement of video equipment, computerized video equipment that you can do a lot with. You interact with it, interface with it, whatever they call that. Best-selling is very popular and very profitable for the Nintendo company.
好 ，launched 这个是分词构句哈，它跟上一句 released 意思差不多哈。那么 launch 通常我们翻成推出哈，那 released 通常我们翻成发行啊或者上市。所以这个 Wii 是2006年推出的啊，那这个是任天堂的 best selling， 就是最畅销的 home console， 就是家庭的游戏机啊，家用的游戏机。
Now, before the Wii, that honor was held by the original Nintendo Entertainment System, or the NES, which was released in Japan in 1983.
好，所以呢，在这个 Wii 之前呢 ，that honor 就是指the best-selling home console 这个荣誉哈，所以在 Wii 之前，这个荣誉 was held by 是谁所拥有呢？啊，是由这个 the original 就是原本的第一代的。这个 Nintendo Entertainment System 任天堂娱乐系统，或者大家就称为 NES 那它是怎么样 ？Was released in Japan， 它是在日本初次发行，是在1983年所以感觉起来，它这个句子就告诉你说，其实任天堂从1983年开始就开始称霸了那这个先是 NES 1983年出来，然后2006年出来的 Wii 然后呢2017年出来的这个 The Nintendo Switch.
This record-breaking console, record-breaking is best-selling, came with the now iconic game Super Mario Bros. Oh, no.
Brothers. Yeah. The bros.
It's a short form for brothers, and some people do say bros, but not bras. If something is iconic, it is the best representative of something.The Eiffel Tower is the iconic building of Paris.
好，所以呢，这一个 record breaking 就是破纪录的，这个破纪录的这个机台呢 came with 它跟它一起卖的或者一起有的什么东西呢？是这个现在已经成为 iconic 的一个 game。iconic 就是具有指标性的极具代表性的一个游戏就是说当初1983年推出那个 NES 的时候呢，就随之而来的就是有一个极具代表性的一个游戏，就是超级玛利欧兄弟。
Released in September 1985, Super Mario Bros. Was a successor to the arcade game Mario Bros. So the one that I was talking about was Mario Bros., and then they released it on the home system in 1985.
好，所以这又是一个分词构句在1985年发行的时候这换句话说，这个超级玛利欧兄弟这个游戏呢比那个 NES 稍微晚2年它是1985年发行的。那它 was a successor to 就是它是继承什么什么 successor 就是继承者，它是一个继承者，继承的是什么东西呢？继承的是那个 arcade game arcade 就是电动游戏场那这个 game 就是一个游戏所以就是指这个它本来是一个街机的游戏所以它这个 Super Mario Brothers 它是继承一个街机的游戏，那个街机的游戏就是 Mario Brothers。The
sequel expanded the world of Mario and his brother Luigi. So you have to have two to have brothers. Mario has the brother Luigi, and the sequel Super Mario Brothers, which was the successor to Mario Brothers, expanded the world. There was much more. It increased the world.
好 ，the sequel 就是它的续集这个也在这里，这个 the sequel 就是指 Super Mario Brothers 因为它是这个接 Mario Brothers 的嘛。好，所以这个有 Super Mario Brothers 超级马里奥兄弟呢 expanded the world of 它扩大了expand 的扩大了这个 Mario 的世界，还有他的 brother 他的 brother 的世界。那他 brother 叫什么名字呢？是 Luigi。Now,
I just want to quick mention the structure of this article. The first one is just introducing the concept of Nintendo as a video game manufacturer. And the second paragraph here is getting specifically into the story and the world building of the game Super Mario Brothers. And then the last paragraph is sort of summing everything up about why Super Mario Brothers is such a well-known and loved game.
Yeah, 所以第一段呢，其实告诉我们就是他们这个任天堂的这些成功的产品。那第二段这一篇文章主要的结构，第二段呢就告诉我们这个 Super Mario 它背后的这个Brothers 他们背后的一些故事啊，还有它这些电动游戏叫超级玛利欧兄弟。这整件事情是什么？就它这整个游戏是关于什么？
And so the first two sentences in this paragraph were just sort of transitioning from talking about Nintendo to talking about the story. And now this sentence that we're in starts talking about the story of the game. And so it goes, Super Mario Brothers is set in the Mushroom Kingdom. If something is set in a place, it means that's where it takes place. And it takes place in the magical Mushroom Kingdom, in which King Bowser Koopa, who is the king of the kingdom, and his tribe of turtles... Oh, not in which, but which King Bowser Koopa and his tribe of turtles have seized. So the magical Mushroom Kingdom is a great place, and it has been invaded by Koopa and his turtles. They're the bad guys.
Yeah. 好，所以呢，这个Super Mario Brothers 这个游戏呢，它是 is set in 哪里哈？所以 to be set in 哪里，就是它的背景是设定在哪里啊？那它背景设定在哪里呢？在这个蘑菇王国啊。那 which 那这个蘑菇王国呢 which 就是指这个蘑菇王国啊，被这 King Bowser Koopa 还有他的这个 tribe of turtles 他们的龟族啊，被他们怎么样呢？这个王国被他们 seized 被他们占领了啊 seize 就是 to take possession by force 啊，被他们强行占领了。
They, again the king and his turtles, not only magically turned the subjects into inanimate objects, as Angela said, they are the baddies, and they turned the subjects, that is, the nice people who lived in the kingdom, are now magically, of course, turned into inanimate objects, like stones or rocks. They also kidnapped Princess Peach Toadstool, who is the only one capable of reversing the king's evil curse. So King Bowser Koopa is the real baddie here, and he kidnaps the only person who can stop him. That is Princess Peach Toadstool. Oh, I'm thrilled.
所以呢 they not only 他们不但 magically 用魔法 turn the subjects 是指他的臣民尤其他的人民，把他的人民呢把它转成 turn them into 把他们转成 inanimate objects 没有生命的物体 inanimate 就是没有生命的objects 的物体，所以他把他的子民通通把它转成无生命的物体，而且 but also 他还 kidnapped 他还绑架了这个公主Princess Peach Toadstool 我觉得名字很好玩 Peach 是桃子Toad 是蟾蜍Stool 是它的便便所以这个
But toadstool is a kind of mushroom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because toads sit on this mushroom, so they're a toadstool. Quite naturally.
Okay, I didn't know that. 所以原来这个 toadstool 是一种蘑菇所以难怪蘑菇王国嘛。
You learn something important every day.
Of course,
yes.
Especially from both of you. 所以呢我看到第一次看到的名字，我就觉得这个名字好好玩的怎么会是这样子？搞了半天，它是个蘑菇的名字好，所以呢，这个which who 就是指这个公主is the only one， 她是唯一的一个人 who is或者 that is capable of， 唯一可以有这个能力可以 reversing 反转 the king's evil curse， 可以把这个国王邪恶的诅咒把它反转过来，也就是能够解除的唯一的一个人。reverse 其实就是把它反转过来，那如果像咒语你反转过来，其实意思就是解除的意思。
So provided with this backstory, knowing what it is that you're about to do, users worked their way through 32 levels. And literally they worked their way through it. It's hard work to get through one of these video games. But they got through all 32 levels set in various environments, most of which involve climbing, in order to save the princess and restore the Mushroom Kingdom to a state of peace and tranquility.
好，所以呢 这个 provided with 就你知道了，提供给你了，你知道这一个 backstory 之后 ，backstory 就是背景故事，通常是交代这个之前发生了什么什么事情啊，所以有这样的一个 backstory 之后呢 ，users 就是这些玩家们 worked their way through 就是一路的前进，一步一步啊，一路的前进啊，从 A 到 B 啊，所以在这里 work their way through 32 levels 就是他们一关一关或者一级一级的啊过去啊，所以 level 就是这个级别，总共有32个级别。那这些32个级别都是 set in various environments， 他们是这个在背景是不同的环境里面。那他们做这样的事情 work through their way， 目的是要干嘛呢？是 in order to 目的是要能够 save the princess， 要能够救这个公主，要英雄救美。同时要 restore 在这里回复的意思，好 to bring back to an original or normal condition， 所以要能够回复，把这个Mushroom Kingdom 把它回复到一个 a state of peace and tranquility， 把它回复到一个 state 啊。What state here means a country or a condition。It's a condition. OK 啊，所以这个地方这个 state 不是指国家哈，不是指国度，而是怎么样一个状态，一个 condition， 要把这个 kingdom 呢，把它回复到一个和平的状态，还有回复到一个 tranquility， 一个安宁的一个状态。
Okay, let's look at our last paragraph. Even now, today, the year 2021, more than 35 years after the debut, after the beginning or introduction of Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers, is recognized as one of the best video games of all time, which means the most popular one, because it's been around for 35 years, proves how popular it is.
好，所以即使是现在啊，35年之后啊，35年什么东西之后？35年，从 debut 就是初次亮相啊，从这个 Super Mario Brothers 初次亮相之后35年，即使到现在 ，it is recognized as 就是它被认为是啊 one of the best video games of all time。好，那各位可以把它背起来 ，one of the best 什么东西 of all time， 就是有史以来最棒的一个什么东西。那在这里就是指有史以来最棒的一个电玩。
Actually, if you've ever seen somebody refer to a goat, G.O.A.T, on the internet, they're talking about the greatest of all time. And boy, it took me many months to work that out. So they acronymized this phrase into greatest of all time.
How do you spell that?
G.O.A.T.
Oh, G.O.A.T, yeah.
So if you see that, that is what they're saying. If they're saying some famous celebrity is the goat or is a goat, they're saying they're the greatest of all time.
好，所以这个greatest of all time 已经有一个 acronym 出来叫 GOAT G-O-A-T 在网络上 yeah.
So it's meaning Super Mario Brothers' phenomenal success at the time of its release. Phenomenal means exceeding all rational expectations. So the fact that when it was released, everyone just bought the heck out of it, it became super popular. It single-handedly, well, no, but it really helped restart the North American video game market. It made video games cool again, and it made Nintendo the renowned global video game company that it is today. You could argue that Nintendo wouldn't be around now if it weren't for Super Mario Brothers.
好，所以 it's phenomenal 就是这个不得了的啊，它这个不得了的成功啊 ，at the time of its release， 它发行的时候的那个不得了的成功 ，at the time of 就是指在什么什么时候。好，那它的成功呢？这个 Super Mario Brothers 的成功，帮助restart the North American video game market。好，所以重新启动了北美的电玩游戏市场啊，因为可能本来那个游戏市场已经快要死了啊，或者甚至于停滞了，但是把它 restart 重新启动了。好，然后呢，也使得任天堂呢变成怎么样 ？The renowned 就是 famous 啊，这个知名的全球性的电玩的公司啊。然后呢 ，that it is today， 那个 it 就是指这个任天堂啊，所以任天堂今天已经是这个最棒、最全球知名的一个很棒的一个或者很大的一个电玩公司了。那当初就是因为有了这个Super Mario Brothers。After
1985, Super Mario Brothers was re-released countless times, again and again with new versions of the game on Nintendo's evolving consoles. So these home video game equipment was changing and evolving and improving, and as it did, out came another Super Mario Brothers game. It inspired numerous sequels. Sequels refers to something that follows. So you had Super Mario Brothers, 1, 2, 3, 4, however they labeled them, again and again, years after years, new and improved and evolved games.
好，所以呢，这个地方在1985年之后呢，这个 Super Mario Brothers was re-released， 对，被重新的发行啊，那而且是 countless times， 不知道多少次的，数不清的次数。好，是在哪里被重新发行呢？在任天堂它的 evolving， 就是不断进化中的这个机台上面啊。然后呢，它也 inspired， 它也启发了啊 numerous 无数的或者是很多的 sequels 续集。
Though the graphics, controllers, and stories have changed, so the pictures, how you play the game, and the stories have all changed. Nevertheless, fans are always up for joining Mario on his newest mission. We're all into Mario, no matter how he shows up.
好，然后虽然 though 这个 graphics 就是它图像 controllers 控制器，还有 stories 还有它的情节故事 have changed 已经改变了。Fans 就是指这个这些迷哥迷姐们are always up for to be up for something， 那个 up for 呢就是 keen or willing to do something 或者 try something 所以不管他怎么变，这些爱玩的人永远就是喜欢他的人呢，永远会愿意会有兴趣 joining 加入 Mario on his newest mission， 在他最新的任务上面加入他，换句话说，愿意继续玩。好，我们这里有2个问题What did you learn？ 你学到了什么？第一个问题 Which Nintendo home console has sold the most units？ 这个任天堂的家用游戏机哪一种卖的最多？那答案是 Wii W-I-I。 第二题问说 What did King Koopa do to residents of the Mushroom Kingdom？这 King Koopa 对于这个 Mushroom Kingdom 的这个居民 residents 就是居民，对他们做了什么事呢？答案是 turned them into inanimate or lifeless objects， 把他们变成 inanimate I-N-A-N-I-M-A-T-E 就是没有生命的，不会动的或者 lifeless 也是没有生命的，所以把他们变成了没有生命的 objects 物体。
Thanks for listening and joining us today.We'll be back near the end of this month again for you. Until then,
bye-bye.